Well, here for another video. I'm gonna show you around my Nissan 350Z. It's a 2006. Got the rev up. Notorious oil consumption issue.
VQ trumpet problem.
But we got a bunch of parts to install.
Yeah, he's getting ready for the next race season. The only thing done to the car pretty much is bolt-ons, tune, and some really sticky tires and wheels.
Pretty much got some upper control arms for the front. Got some camber arms, and then I got the rear traction arms for the rear.
Yeah, so he can actually adjust his camber to a more amount than the stock parts will allow.
I got front and rear sway bar from White Line, and then the White Line adjustable.
And bushings and sway links from White Line as well. Here.
Got a Cooler Works shifter for the Z.
Yeah, this thing just looks good too. Oh yeah, that's quality part right there.
We're also going to be doing cooling mods, like a radiator.
Yeah, we got a brand new, obviously, Koyo Rad.
And then I got a GK Tex swirl pot. So we actually make sure we get all the bubbles out of the system. And actually don't have the overheating issues, since they're notorious on the Z's.
Yeah, to go with his radiator, he's got a bunch of engine ice coolant, because, you know, gotta keep those coolant temps down.
Got some Z1 radiator hoses.
So you got all brand new silicone radiator hoses. Obviously, that's plus the rubber hoses tend to rot out and they just suck.
And then got some new brake fluid.
Motul is obviously his fluid of choice. Oil, brake fluid, diff fluid.
My current brake fluid is actually all black from last year's track days.
So we're gonna
need to change that, and the two also stainless steel brake lines as well. Try to keep those temps down.
Obviously, that's why he has brake fluid too. That's most of the major upgrades, besides the big ticket item here, Fortunato 510 coilovers. Yeah, these are definitely quality. I'm very excited to see how the car feels between before and after with these.
So these are also have the Swiss spring. I think the rear is 10K spring rate. Currently, I'm working on taking off the upper control arm so I can put the new Z1 upper control arm on.
I pulled off the strut tower brace. In the meantime, that's no longer a thing. So we're not really going to do too much in-depth installation. We got the coilovers installed on all four corners. It wasn't too bad. Working on brake lines on the front still. The stainless steel ones. Ugh. Yeah, brake fluid everywhere apparently. But Jeremy's been soloing the front with these brake lines. While me and Kyle were working on the rear. Like I said, we got the rear coils installed, getting all the old stuff out. But this is all. Oh geez. This is all new. All these trailing arms, these camber arms,
Traction
arms. So now all of his adjustments in these arms and not through camber bolts, which is obviously a better setup. Obviously we got the new sway bar installed back here as well. We're just basically did a baseline alignment with the OEM parts in terms of how these arms are adjusted, so the toe and camber isn't extreme and terrible for when he actually takes this to get it aligned. So we just got something decent to get you by. So we're just gonna tighten this up. We're taking a break. We just gotta tighten down all this hardware. Hook the exhaust back up. We had to drop that to get the sway bar and a couple bolts for these arms. trouble in paradise with the oil pan. He went to replace the oil pan gasket, or lack thereof, and he broke a bolt while he was tightening it back up, so that's another problem that will have to be addressed, and he had to order some parts for. Here's some X pipes for his Coyote truck, and obviously